What is the most useless skill you have? I can do a water drop sound with my mouth. Me too. What's your technique? Does it involve a flicking? I learned this from Cameron Fry in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I talk in my sleep in several languages. Ah, you come from Japan. Let me fall asleep, then we can chat. Do you also speak several languages while awake? I can move my ears. Made me the most popular kid in 3rd grade for a week, not much since. It's a fun skill. I can also move one ear at a time. That's a lot harder though. I do this to cheer up friends having a bad day. Listen, wiggle wiggle, I know things are rough, wiggle wiggle but they will get better. Wiggle wiggle never fails to make them laugh. If I put in nose drops, pinch off my nose and try to blow my nose, I can shoot water out of the corner of my left eye. When's the next Aquaman movie? I used to be able to do this with air. I would blow bubbles from my right eye in the bathtub. I'm almost 30 now though and I can't do it anymore. Pretty sure my brain will explode out of my ears if I try, smiley face. I can turn a glass of milk into diarrhea in 45 minutes. Useful if you want to get out of a meeting or something, winking face. Lactose intolerance gang. Memorizing phone numbers. It was like a superpower back in the day. I used to have this skill. Now I can barely remember my own. The only phone numbers I memorized are my mom's and my dad's. Lamau. I just can't memorize other phone numbers. It's like my brain is saying me no. I can make my wrist crack over and over. Sounds like a cement mixer. It's neat edit. Hey, we got a whole useless body part cracking squad up in here. I can do it with my toes. Useless AF. Well, looks like we are a community of wrist crackers. The ability to be able to fuck up anything within 4 hours of having it. Same, I think it's genetic. At one point I knew over 100 pi numbers from memory. Just think of it as remembering 10 phone numbers, super easy to take it to 20 digits, not that tricky to 50, conceivable for most people to manage 75, worth remembering that pi to 38 dp is enough to calculate the circumference of the universe to within 1 hydrogen atom of accuracy. I know at least 1,000. They're not in the right order or anything, but I can guarantee that they're somewhere in pi. Folding my tongue into 3 loops. Ladies. Oh, I can do a clover, too. It's funny BC I learned how to do it thinking I was just doing a tite-a-taco. Tying a cherry stem with my tongue or being able to recite every line from The Lion King. I can recite every line in The Lion King as a lion. Roar, 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 roar. Raro, 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 raro. My elbows are double jointed and I can spin both hands around 360 degrees. Not to mention being double jointed means my arms can be bent at an unnatural angle that's you are strong enough to make people squeamish without ever fucking me up badly during my very rough and tumble childhood. I can twist my knees at unnatural angles. Lol, awesome. Did you teach yourself that somehow, or did you get injured? Wanking with my left hand despite being right-handed. Duh, your dominant hand needs to be on mouse duty. Non-dominant hand wankers gang. I can fold the top of my ears into the ear canal. And shake my eyes really fast back and forth. A fellow eye shaker. Do you also tense your eye muscles? To vibrate your eyes? This skill is insanely useless. I have showed it to 0 people in my life. I know a certain Italian 15-year-old who can push their ear into the canal. Spelling words backwards. I always joke with my best friend that I can spell words backwards and she can make friends. Ha, well I can spell most palindromes backwards. I can predict how many times I'm going to hiccup before they stop. I can also turn every hiccup into a burp. I get hiccups way too much. You're the first person I've seen who does the burp thing. It annoys my mother to no end and she doesn't believe that it's just a hiccup. I tell people that I can predict when a hiccup is coming. Nobody believes me lol. Everyone I know acts all surprised when they hiccup. I don't understand. My knee makes noises when I climb stairs. I can remember the most specific piece of trivia, except when it matters. Or you need general information. Basically I know a lot but can't ever remember ye right things. I have that too. And I have the ability to free associate 20 levels in 10 seconds, and suddenly I absolutely need to tell my friends that the Enigma sheets were printed in light pink so that it wouldn't be readable after syncing the sub. And then I have to figure out how that fits in a conversation about her boyfriend not buying milk. Gets worse as you get older, I'm sorry to say. I'm 53, and a year ago I was playing bar trivia with my wife, teen quiz in our pants, and the question came. Something about music. My brain, helpful that it was, kept saying, Jackie Robinson's jersey number was 42. Again and again, like a pest dispenser. I'd ask the brain the actual question, and Jackie Robinson's jersey number was 42 would be the only answer. Being able to swallow baby carrots and chunks of food about that size whole. Not useless if you want to make money as a drug mule. I swallow Haribo's whole. I have done since I was a kid and got it into my head that letting them touch my teeth would bring rapid onset tooth decay. I always put a USB in right on the first try. Becoming useless as USB-C catches on. It's always third try for me. I can rap really fast. It's a cool thing I show at parties. I don't get invited to parties often. Awesome alum. Start a YouTube channel. I can make very convincing pigeon sounds. Same but gorilla sound. Cats, even feral ones that actively attack others, will use me as a bed if I sit down by a building. 6 cats, 4 minutes is my record. I can't take outside breaks because my boss said I can take a longer break if the kitten has only been asleep for 10 minutes and took a 40-minute break. It's not useless, I want that frown. I attract cats too. My record was 10 feral cats around me in a park. My entire body is hairless except for pubic areas and thick rings of hair around my nipples. Like eyebrows, lashes and the hair on your head as well. Found Miss June, 1945. After every sentence I can immediately tell you how many letters there were. That's an interestingly useless talent. How? I think it's something along the lines of subconsciously knowing how many letters are in each word and adding them up. Or do you just know? Typing really fast, and yes, it's useless because there's no reason I need to type that fast usually. I'd hardly consider this useless. Fast typing is helpful in so many jobs. Would be a good hacker though. Faster the typing, more effective the hack. Don't forget the stat adding stickers on your laptop though. Cooking 1 minute rice in 58 seconds. I think your name raises a more curious response lol. I think your username is a better useless skill. Can't tie a knot with my tongue. Have you tried different types of knots? I can only do a bowline on a bite. I can see how this would actually be a good skill depending on the situation. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.